Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, son.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine. 1, 2, 3.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Bell, of course, three-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
58 to mine. Right here, right here.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So they get in for the opening drive score, and they go for 2. They kept the kicker lonesome over there. They said, we don't need you this time.
Kickers? Who needs kickers for PATs?
Nice now.
We want them for field goals, not for PATs. They went for 2 and got it. It's a new tone setter for this team.
Let's go. Let's go.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Mayfield looks to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku. 77 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Hey, 133. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Shift. Check it back. Topper.
Here's Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I know it's still just the first half, but we'll see if that 2 points looms large later.
I would have kicked it. And I know that they were trying to equal the score, but sometimes you kind of get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch the pass. Ready? Watch twist. Ready? Switch it. Come on, switch it. Tight dog. Now, lady. Slip.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. On the catch, it's Crowder. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Trenton Cannon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets will extend their lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
Do you think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will get them one closer. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Bell running on first down, but he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up and to great success.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, this run defense gets an F so far. They're letting this guy carve them to shreds in the first quarter of play. He's already hit the 100-yard mark.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Check 31. Regular. Run.
Mayfield on first down. It's caught by OBJ. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Let's go.
You think back to last year when these two teams met in Week 3. That was a big one for the Browns franchise and for Baker Mayfield. Mayfield came in relief of Tyrod Taylor and broke the Browns' 19-game losing streak, beating fellow rookie Sam Darnold 21-17. And after the game, a lot of you will remember Browns management unlocking the, shall we call them, refreshment fridges that had been padlocked for so long until the Browns got that victory. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold looking deep for Demaryius. Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Demaryius Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets will extend their lead. And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first two-point tries, still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for two so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep. And got his man. Complete. 20. And at the end of it, he stripped. Ball comes loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. From the gun, Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. From the 39, Darnold. They'll let this go for the end zone. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Mayfield, he'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Big yardage there. For the Browns, 18.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Cleveland.
Good. 180. Check. 53 is mine. I'm coming after you.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
180. Don't get nervous, Nick. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Don't get nervous. 6.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. C.J. Mosley able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side with Bell. They find some open field here. Gets through and now an opening. And he takes it all the way down to the 15. It's a big run that time by Bell. 72 yards. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
Now it's Darnold. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Now Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
Let's go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's something like there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Open man is Higgins. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Mayfield now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Mayfield now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Mayfield completes it to Higgins. And he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Run. 53's the mic. Smooth. 53's the mic.
First down, Mayfield. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Regular. 41's coming.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's Bell. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Darnold from the gun. Now he'll let it go deep left side. He's got a man, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Let's get off the field, Dave. Let's get off the field.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
After the penalty, it's Bell. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Again, it's Bell. And some room to work. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. 37 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Now a hit and a loose football. Great return as they're finally able to take him down. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Second down and goal. Darnold. Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield, and that is incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
Started to look like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And shedding his way forward. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. King. Hey, Haywood. 60 miles. I got it.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt, and he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. There he goes left side. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll run again with Hilliard. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
First down, Browns.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On second down and 4. Mayfield. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain there of 21 yards.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns able to get this one back to within at least some measure of respectability. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance,
it's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Browns drive about to get started.
60, Mike,
A first down throw for Mayfield. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins, but it's going to be second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield now. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Bell. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Herndon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Push him back. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They run it again with Chubb. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Run. 53's the mic. 53. Hey, Foxtrot.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A run by Bell on 1st down, going to go nowhere as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Bell able to power through, and it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bell, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Bell. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Not today, you are. Not today.
They'll run him with Bell. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Mayfield on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
It's just me.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
On second down, it's Bell. Broken tackle. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game.